Kevin Pillow here, live on the campus of Desert Christian Academy for Prep Sports Net. We are standing here with Scott Jones, a senior for the Conquerors soccer team, who is what is it, about the fourth or fifth year back with the program, since they kind of brought it back from the dead. And you guys have been tearing up the local soccer scene with back-to-back undefeated seasons in the Victory League, and not a bad record outside of the Victory League. Tell us a little bit about the soccer program here at DCA.
We've been having a pretty good season. This season we're working really hard, and I
know he's a rookie at all this. Now, tell us what position do you play on the team?
I am the center attacking mid, and sometimes I play striker. I think that's the position that I shine the best at. I can pass, and I can shoot, and I can dribble.
Well, center mid, they always say, that's by far the most. That's the pivotal position on the field, because you kind of control everything about making the transition from defense to the striker. But you said you have more fun, you're more valuable at the striker position.
No, I'd say I'm more valuable at the center mid position.
Well, that's when you're more valuable at center mid. Then I guess you're not a bad player. Tell us a little bit about the rest of the players on your team. I would imagine as a senior, or probably a leader on this team. Tell us a little bit about the group of seniors that you have with you, and a little bit about some of the other players on the team.
Our other players are actually stepping up a lot. We have a couple of freshmen who've been playing really good. I'm actually really proud of some of the freshmen that have been playing. They're playing really hard, and a lot harder than some of the people that are coming back, actually. So, yeah.
Well, it's always good to have when you have upperclassmen that are being pushed by underclassmen. It's always good for the program. Now, what was it that got you into soccer? Because, I mean, I've talked to people that run cross country, that run track and field, and like, why run for fun? That's pretty much what soccer is. But at the end of the day, you literally have a goal in mind, and that is to put one in the net. What was it that got you into the game of soccer?
Well, I was like 6 years old, and someone told me that I should play, and I just kind of went for it, and I've just been playing ever since I was like 6, and I've loved it.
Keith Tobin, your head coach, he's been with the program for many, many years. He's a fixture on campus. What's it like having a coach like him that's so involved, not only on the team but on the campus, and he's he could be there at any given time if you got any questions? What's he like having? What is he like having him as a head coach?
It's really nice having someone who really knows the game, because he's been playing ever since he was like 6 or something too. He's been playing for a really long time, so it's really nice to always have him on the field. Like, he knows exactly what he's doing, and he's a pretty good player himself, so it's nice to have like someone who actually knows what they're doing.
Scott, you mentioned you've enjoyed this game since a young age, so I got to imagine that there's a team out there that you call your favorite. What team out there? Doesn't matter where in the world. What team out there do you enjoy playing, and who's a player that inspires your game?
I really, really like Manchester City and Sergio Aguero. Sergio Aguero is like my favorite player.
Man City, we can't talk anymore. I mean, come on, Arsenal Gunners, man. What is it about the EPL that attracts so many people to watch the soccer over in England?
All the teams I think in the EPL are actually like, it's usually always a constant battle. Like, there's always great teams in there. Like, Chelsea's really good this year. They weren't that good last year, and like Leicester City, and it's always a constant battle. So it's nice.
Real quick, who are some of the tough opponents that you have in the Victory League? I know that it's a league that's kind of up and coming when it comes to soccer, that maybe it's more known for football and basketball and softball and baseball, but it is a growing league in soccer. Who are some of the teams to watch out for?
In our league?
Yeah.
I'd say Desert Chapel. Sometimes they come to play. We actually, for some reason, can't seem to play them very good. We beat them like 2-1 last year, so they're the ones I'm worried about the most this year.
And when you get into the playoffs, being a senior, you've been around the block a couple of times in the postseason. Who is the team that you look forward to most to play in the postseason? Is there a team that maybe you match up well against that you know of in the playoff bracket that's out there? Is there a team that you just like, I want to play that team?
There's a team, Upland Christian, who we played last year, and we had a really good game with them, and I actually scored the game-winning goal, so I would really like to play them again. Upland
Christian, always a solid soccer program. Scott Jones, senior, striker, center mid for the Conquerors. We're here at the alumni game here on New Year's Eve. We'll finish off on this, since it is New Year's, even though this will come out after the New Year. What is your New Year's resolution for 2017?
Just train and get stronger and better at soccer. That's all I want to do. So.
Kevin Pillow alongside Jacob Hushaw, senior for DCA Soccer. We're here again live at the DCA alumni game. Jacob, tell us a little bit about what it is. I mean, you're in a unique position because you play both kinds of football. You play the American football, and now you play the international game known as football. What are some of the similarities, and what was it about playing for the Conquerors football team during the fall that got you prepared for the soccer season for the winter?
Well, in football, it's a lot of running, a lot of aggression, and you really have to work hard to get in shape. And I think that set me up well for soccer to be in shape and be able to run long distance and for a while.
And of course, you're the star. Star everything. I mean, you're primarily a running back for the Conquerors. But what position are you playing for the Conquerors in the soccer program?
Playing center forward.
So again, another position that's going to have you running and sprinting and going all over the place. What was it that got you into the game of soccer? Why soccer? I mean, so many people go like, "Why run around and run around for fun?" What is it about soccer that attracted you to the sport?
Well, in 8th grade, I was playing 2 sports, and my friends decided. They said you should come out and play soccer too, and I said, "Well, that sounds like fun." So I just ended up playing with my friends, and it ended up being like my favorite sport because I like running and. I don't know. It's just really satisfying scoring goals.
You might be the only person who enjoys running. Well, I guess most soccer players do. We talked with one of your players earlier, and we also talked to your coach, who just the love of the game started at such a young age. Was that the same thing? You said 8th grade they kind of dragged you out here. Did you enjoy the sport before then? Was there a certain team? Do you have a professional team that you enjoy watching?
I didn't really play when I was younger. I started in 8th grade just for fun, and it grew out of there. But my favorite sport would be Man United City, and my favorite player is Ibrahimovic.
A lot of Manchester fans on the DCA. What is it about your coach, Coach Tobin? I mean, knows the game. He's played the game. He's been very successful as a coach. What is it about Coach Tobin that just is so enjoyable to play?
He's a great player and a great coach. He just knows what to tell us to get us to be better players, I guess.
Tell us a little bit too about some of the players on the team. You being a senior, you know this team backwards and forwards. I mean, is it loaded with upperclassmen? Is it loaded with underclassmen? What is it that makes this team so successful?
Right. I think we have 2 underclassmen this year, and basically we're an all upperclassmen team. I've been playing with 4 of our starting upperclassmen since we were freshmen, and we've worked really hard together to become good players together.
How far do you think this team will make it in the postseason? It always seems they dominate, and obviously in the Victory League, going undefeated with the last 2 seasons. Always get a good run. Do you think this is the team that maybe takes it deep in the postseason and brings home a CIF title for Desert Christian?
I think this is our best chance so far to get deep.
Now, obviously, we've talked to you. We talked to Scott about scoring the goals. Tell us a little bit real quick about your keeper, the guy who was responsible for keeping the goals out of the net. What makes your keeper so good?
Right. Well, we're actually missing our starting keeper today and for the last couple weeks, but he's a great goalkeeper. He's been working with us for 3 years now. He's a junior, so he's a good goalkeeper, yeah.
Jacob Hushaw goes from one football to another. We'll see how he does. Does he have another successful season like he did during the fall here in the winter? We'll find out over the next couple weeks as we inch closer to the CIF postseason. Right now, he's just going to enjoy a little fun day playing against the DCA alumni here at Desert Christian Academy.